Hello guys, it's me. I'm back on July 30th, 2019. Still in the process of tapering off those meds. It's now about a year and 4 months into since I started and decided to taper off methadose and clonazepam and get off nicotine for good. As I've decided to lose that ball and chain finally and take my life back, literally. And it's been a very, very hard battle. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about how it affects a relationship where when you're in love and you are in a relationship with somebody and are perhaps even living together and trying to share a life together on all levels, kind of, um, morning till night life together, one, two as one, in this beautiful, beautiful world where we try to get away from society and place ourselves in a place where supposedly we are supposed to find a lot of peace within. And we should. We really should. We find it hard at times. I have to say that most times it must be because of me. Because what I'm going through is not necessarily something that anyone else deserves to go through. Um, um, I did it to myself, it's true. Um, the brain damage and whatnot, and the side effects of having abused my body and being a fast life type of person in the past is catching up to me fast, just like the hairs on my face and my hair become more gray all the time. The same way I feel my whole physical body changing, and what I can do, what I can't do has changing, and I'm no longer a young fella, I'm no longer a very strong fella. Um, and It's been a rough road. I am now down to 40 milligrams of methadone. That's 4 milliliters of methadose. And what I take is 1.5 milligrams of clonazepam. But the doctors don't know. They think I take 2.25. But I'm doing that on my own at home. I'm taking away tablets as I go and just trying to see if I can manage. If I can't manage, I can always go back. But if I can manage, you can pull these little things and cut the pills in half or in quarters and whatever you need to do, just as long as you do it safely. But one thing I really, really want to point out, when you're with somebody and you love that person, and the person loves you back, obviously, you should really try and watch not to hurt your partner. And I don't understand why so often we say things and do things to hurt one another. It really hurts. And also, it puts shame on me. I feel ashamed for doing so, and it hurts when it's done so to me. Why we say things or do things just to hurt one another. Why? And my temperament has been really off since I have also have been smoke free. I don't smoke cigarettes for a few months now, and that's kind of new in my life too, and it's a frustrating son of a gun, sometimes it comes right back, and it shakes me kind of, I get nicotine fits for some reason. My dear cannabis is still my friend, although it is not the friend of my partner, for example, and we're trying to bridge it somehow. basically by cutting down. But the temper, the central nervous system has been really, really all over the map for me. And I've been called crazy and psycho and bipolar, and I've been called many crazy things. Like I have different personalities, different faces, that I say or do things or demand things that I really not like me, that I don't agree with, that perhaps I change and am different throughout the different times of the day. I know I can be mean sometimes, especially when I'm awoken. Um, but boy, trying to get off those hard meds is really tearing me apart inside, and that's where the whole war starts. It starts within me, and as much as I try, I don't know how, but it keeps coming out, and thereby I go and hurt the people I love around me, and I really, really, really don't want to do that, you know. Then it's been suggested to me that maybe I should go up on one of the medicines, the sedatives, or maybe I should ask the doctor for some kind of um, antidepressant or a psychoactive drug that would automatically calm me down after taking it when I feel like I'm getting angry and losing it. But there is no such pill. There is no miracle fix right when you want it. It doesn't exist, and getting right into another script of something new, pharmaceutical, is another trap. So I would avoid that. Just like some people would suggest that maybe I, let's say, check into a mental institute for a bit and hospital and admit myself there, That's also a solution, but it's something you should discuss with your partner, and maybe no, maybe better to stay home than become one of their big guinea pigs and become, a drooling zombie. I don't want that. So there is something to consider, Do we want to lose our minds while we are quitting cigarettes or while we're quitting all these anti-opiates, medicines, drugs, that they prescribe us to help us rehabilitate and help us with our anxiety and anger and high blood pressure and whatnot. Help us beat the demon. They're using very demonic medications, to fight the demon. And I understand it's like I fight fire with fire, except those medications are killing us, and we gotta find the middle ground here and understand what the medication is doing to us before we destroy our relationships, because our partners and people we live our lives with and around, they do not experience what we do, and they do not feel and see what we see, and it's very hard for them to understand and to adjust. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to be alone? Do you want to have a relationship or be in a relationship? Or do you want to end up completely alone because you chose to let your ego take over? You chose to raise your voice. You chose to use certain words that hurt. You chose to be very mean and really a shame. Or will you choose to be mellow? Maybe take one more pill of the sedative like friends ask and doctors. Talk to your doctor though and see what's best for you. Just because you're tapering off all these meds doesn't mean that maybe one of them should be your friend for a longer time. But in the meantime, don't forget, keep fighting. Right now, I'm getting off methadose, clonazepam, and I've been cigarette-free for a long time. I'm smoking more cannabis to kind of calm myself down instead of popping pills, because that would kind of beat the purpose. But I really want to check in, and I want to apologize to people I haven't mean to, and I also want to warn people that you might, and you probably will, while tapering off these heavy meds, will be very mean to the people around you, and because of what you are going through, a struggle within, and you gotta be stronger than that. We all have to be stronger than that, and instead of emanating it and projecting it onto others, maybe we could learn how to heal it within us and let go, let go, let go, let go, and be kind to each other. One love. That's all I have to say for today. Just relax. Peace. Enough. Please. Even peace for one day is worth it all.